throws Mustafa into the Rings of Saturn. Great heel move.
Yeah, and I love it too because I think we were kind of talking about this last night, like against when he wrestled Aries. Like, is he going to use the Red Arrow or is he going to use the Rings of Saturn? And I never actually got to say it. What I was going to say, I can't remember why. I think I got distracted with something, or maybe that's when I went and got food. But I was going to say I thought he was going to use the Rings of Saturn because the Red Arrow to me is a babyface move.
Right.
But I think he ended up using it for the finish in that match. But it doesn't make sense. Like, I like what he did tonight. Like, that to me is what he should be doing. He should tease it and then not do it because it's a babyface move.
I agree. Yeah. I'd be much happier. I'd be a lot more happy if Neville uses the Rings of Saturn during his heel run.
Yeah.
Rather than the Red Arrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so after we go to break and we come back and Mr. McMahon's in the building and the crowd starts chanting Roman sucks. And he said something that was really funny. He said something along the lines of it was
I thought he said, "Tell me how you really feel."
That was it. Tell me how you really feel. We are.
Yeah. Vince, if you couldn't tell by the "fuck you Roman" chant that started off the show, they told you what they really thought.
Yeah. But Mr. McMahon announces a couple things. First of all, because of Stephanie, to the joy of everybody at Mania and everybody watching at home, went through the table at Mania last night, and the firing of Mick Foley, that they needed a new Raw general manager.
We all know where this was going.
Right, and here comes Teddy Long. His music starts playing. He's bouncing up and down.
That fucking cracked me up so bad.
Yeah.
He just came in, Vince was like, "Stop dancing, Teddy." And he's still up there just doing his little shuffle. Like, "Stop dancing, Teddy. Not you."
Teddy! Stop dancing, Teddy!
Oh, my bad. Holla!
Holla! So, it's announced that not only Kurt Angle is the new general manager for Monday Night Raw, which he actually did, I thought, a pretty funny and good job tonight. We also found out that we will have what are they calling it? A Superstar Shakeup?
Superstar Shakeup.
I'm hoping it's just a draft lottery.
I think it is. And this is actually what I was going to mention right before you started recording, because I wanted to bring this up. I think I found out why they had Bray Wyatt lose to Orton. Because in this Superstar Shakeup, I believe Bray Wyatt will be coming over to Monday Night Raw. They didn't want him to have a title.
I'm just okay with that. I'm just fine with that.
Honestly, I'm not. I feel like he shines so much better on SmackDown than he ever did on Raw.
That's fair.
I thought he was great with the title. I didn't understand his loss last night. They put all that money into those theatrics with, the sky view of the ring and like the maggots and the worms and the cockroaches. And I thought they were going to do another thing, but they didn't. They went through all that effort with no explanation of why that even happened to then just RKO out of nowhere, 1, 2, 3, and all of us were like, huh?
Yeah, we were all like, what?
We were like, oh, he's going to kick out. He's going to kick out. 2, 3. What?
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest. I cheered for just a second because that's one of the reasons Nate is going to Chop City and why he's not here today. But after I was like, yeah, wait, what? Yeah,
I'm gonna cut a little little promo here on Mr. Nate the Effin' Great. Now, I don't know what his deal is. I don't know why a guy who loves wrestling so much, who makes a bet and puts his body on the line to, get chopped. I get it. He lost. He's upset. He already got chopped at one show. Then today, on the day after WrestleMania, the day where we know tonight is going to be or was the best Raw of the year, tomorrow will probably be the best SmackDown of the year, he decides to tell us, guys, I'm taking a break from wrestling for a while. We just started this fucking network with all of us coming together and doing this, and he decides to take a break. Now, I don't know if he's butthurt, I don't know if he's pissed off with the booking or whatever. It's no excuse. And if it's just a problem with WWE, that's fine. But I don't know what his excuse is for just saying, I'm not going to do any podcasts this week for wrestling. He just drops this on us today. I'm not too happy about it, quite honestly. I think it's really unprofessional. Now, I get if there's personal reasons, something's going on in the family, yada, yada, yada. I get that. But literally the only explanation I got is I'm just not feeling it right now. What? Yeah, little unhappy about that. And I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, and with that, we're going to go to break. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to review the rest of Monday Night Raw. That's next here on the Elite Ringside Network.
What is going on, guys? This is the Loose Cannon, Nate the Effing Great, here to tell you about a great company known as AJsBelts.com. Why are they so great, you ask? Well, let me tell you, they have every single championship belt that you can imagine, from classic championships to modernized championships. Hell, even they do MMA championships. They have great deals on championship belts. And I know what you're thinking. What if you can't afford them right now? No problem. They have a great layaway program, as well as if you go through PayPal credit, you can get your championship belts right away. A&J's Belts, the proud sponsors of the Squared Circle Podcast.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Spencer Hart from the Elite Ringside Network. Wanted to let you know about some amazing news. You can now listen to all of our great programming on the new Satchel podcast player for your Android and iPhones. Here's the deal. While you're listening to us on Satchel, you can send us a few dollars to make all of our amazing shows even better. So if you're listening to us right now on Satchel, go ahead and click on that donate button to send us some much appreciated donations. And if you're not listening to us on Satchel, I mean, come on, what are you doing? Download the podcast player right now at satchelplayer.com. Exclusive friends of the Elite Ringside Network. Welcome back to Raw Review here on the Elite Ringside Network. Again, joined as always by the more permanent host, not the substitute, AJ Jensen from Smark Money Wrestling Podcast. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I feel a little bit better.
Okay, good. You got to get that off your chest. Move on with Monday Night Raw. And
we keep it real here.
Yep, and we do keep it real. So we get to the next match. The New Day issue an open challenge on Monday Night Raw.
Beautiful.
Oh, say yeah.
Say yeah.
The Revival are finally on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, flips, just fists.
Yes, sir. And I am so happy that the Revival... I really hated the Revival for a while when they first came up, when they first started, when they were tag champs for the first time, and... I
loved them.
I did not like them. They
reminded me of, like, old school tag team wrestling. Their whole motto, no flips, just fists. A lot of just, like, in your face, punch you in the mouth. But they were always really good at cutting the ring off and keeping the opponent in their corner. And you don't see a lot of tag teams doing that, especially like newer ones, like them down there doing that. It's they were kind of looked at as they're like a new tag team, but they kind of had a veterans mentality. And I think that's why they did so good down in NXT, why they had those titles multiple times and for as long as they did.
Mm-hmm.
Man, did they put a whooping to the New Day.
Yes, they did. Good on the New Day for putting over the new kids on the roster. I gotta ask you, and I ask Max this a couple of times now. What is next for the New Day? You know, after they lost the belts, it doesn't seem like that. You know, the Raw creative team has any sort of plan for the New Day. I want to gauge your reaction because this is the first time you and I have done a show together.
I don't really know. I wonder if they're going to go into a thing with the Revival. Because, they really haven't done anything. I mean, they didn't even have a match at WrestleMania. They were the hosts. Which was stupid, by the way.
Yeah.
Also, totally forgot to mention this. Little segue real quick. Super shocked that The Rock did not show up at all last night.
So am I.
I mean, especially being in Orlando, it's kind of right in The Rock's backyard. I was really shocked that he didn't show up. I thought for sure he was going to, but anyways, New Day, I would like to see them go into a feud with the Revival, and it seems like that's maybe what they're starting, especially with the cheap shot attack after the match was over on Kofi.
Right.
But yeah, I don't see them being together too much longer, honestly. I thought Kofi was a little bit older than he is. I guess he's only 35. I thought he was closer to 40. So maybe he does have some time left, but I think the New Day has kind of turned into the...
Don't say it, because it's going to bring me back to that segment with the club, and I'm going to hate my life forever.
Oh, I don't remember that. I was just going to say the New Day's turned into like the old dogs.
Okay, I thought you were going to say the old day, and everybody was going to immediately go back to that corner of why is that a thing. Are you thinking a three-way split, or are you thinking like, say, Kofi and Xavier? Big E turns on Kofi, or one turns on two, something like that. You think a three-way split?
I think if I had to do it in a way that would make sense, I think I would have Big E turn on Xavier and Kofi.
Okay. Yeah, because Big E is a pretty talented dude.
He seems like he would be the one that would get the biggest push if they all split up.
Yeah.
Although with recent events, Xavier Woods, he might get pushed through the roof.
Yeah.
If they split up, so
ride Paige to the roof.
Page.
So the Revival wins by Shatter Machine on Xavier Woods. After the match, they kicked the ever-living crap out of Kofi.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Then the next match is a 6-woman tag match. It is Bayley, Dana Brooke, who I completely forgot is a face now.
Yeah.
And Sasha Banks versus Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, and Emma. Completely forgot about Emma because I'm so pissed about Emmalina that I completely forgot she existed.
I'm happy to see her back.
I was pretty happy, yeah.
I think Emma's just freaking gorgeous, by the way.
Yeah, she
is.
But
I really didn't care for her when she had. I didn't really care for her when she had that little bubblegum walk out and do her stupid little dance, and it's like, oh, I'm popping bubbles. When she turned heel and she came up with that new attitude with the half gloves, the aviator shades, and that I don't even know what you call it, like a neck coat or a shoulder coat or something. She had this new attitude. The theme song was a lot better. She started getting pushed pretty well, I thought.
And I think she got more confidence too.
Yeah, and then she fucked her back up really bad. I I think it was to the point where they said she might never wrestle again.
Right.